This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we started with the loops and we discussed about while loop and do while loop. Today, let us go with the remaining part of basics. That is, we discuss about for loop, then break and continue keywords. Let us initially go with for loop. The syntax of for loop is we use a keyword for and we go with the initialization. And semicolon, condition, semicolon, expression. Open and close curly braces, and here we go with the set of statements like statement 1, statement 2, statement n. Same syntax rule. If no curly braces, then it considers only one statement. No curly brace, then it considers what? Only one statement. For one statement, using curly brace is optional. Like example, to display the numbers from 1 to 10, we take a for loop like for int I equal to 1. This we call initialization. I equal to 1 is what? Initialization. Because we want to start printing from 1 onwards. Then semicolon, I less than or equal to 10. So why I less than or equal to 10? Because we want to print up to 10 only. So we say I less than or equal to 10. That is your condition. Then I plus plus expression. Then we'll print the value of I. Let's copy I. You know how the flow goes? First it will go to initialization. After initialization, it will come to condition. So what is initialization here? I equal to 1. Condition 1 less than or equal to 10, true. So when the condition is true, it will come and execute the statements. Then after statements, SOP I, which is going to print 1. After statements, it will go to expression, I plus plus. I will become what now? 2. Then after expression, the control will come and check the condition. 2 less than or equal to 10, S. Then SOP I, which is going to print 2. Again, it will go to expression I plus plus 3. 3 less than or equal to 10, S. Then it's going to print 3. Like that, 9. 9 plus plus 10. 10 less than or equal to 10, S. SOP I, which prints 10. Again, I plus plus 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. The condition is false. So when the condition is false, comes out of loop. So when it is going to come out of loop, when I value becomes more than 10. What is that more than 10? 11. The condition will become false, comes out of loop. And since there is only one statement, using curly brace is optional. And initialization is executed only one time. So how the flow goes? Initialization to condition, statements, expression. Again condition, statements, expression. And when condition becomes false, comes out. Clear the flow of for loop? Now, let me take one more example. If you take a for loop like this, for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Here I am ending with semicolon. Observe, after this I am ending with semicolon. Then we'll print the value of I. So what do you think the output of this code is now? What do you think the output of this code? Right. It goes with what? Error. The output of this code is what? Error. So why? Because we have ended with semicolon. So when you end with semicolon for this for loop, we think that the error will come in first line. No, the error will come in the second line. The error will come in second line. The reason is when you end this for loop with semicolon, only this will become for loop. And this statement does not belong to for loop. And since we have declared I variable inside for loop, see here how to know the declaration? When you see data type and variable name, that is declaration. So since we have declared I variable inside for loop, this I variable is used only within the for loop. Only within for loop, outside we cannot use. That's the reason we get error, and the message is cannot find symbol variable I. One more example. Let me declare I variable outside. I'm declaring I variable outside. Then we'll say for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Here also I'm ending with semicolon. Now we'll print the value of I. What do you think the output of this code now? Now no error, it won't go with error because since I have declared I variable outside, I can use I variable inside for loop and even outside also. So now it won't go with error. Then what's the value of I? It is going to display over here. So when this statement will get executed, when the condition becomes false, means when you come out of for loop only, this statement will get executed. So when it will come out of for loop, when the condition becomes false. When the condition becomes false, when a value becomes more than 10. When a value becomes what? More than 10, that is 11. When a value becomes 11, 11 less than or equal to 10, false comes out and prints the value of I. What is that here? 11. Let me elaborate again. First, I is what? 1. 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Since we have ended with semicolon, there are no statements in this for loop. So it will come to I plus plus. I will become now 2. 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Again I plus plus 3. 3 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Like that, 10. 10 plus plus 11. 11 less than or equal to 10? False comes out. Prints the value of I, which is what here? 11. So please recap all these for loops once again, because in the next class when I go with arrays, I'll ask the same questions once again. Now, let us go with some example programs using for loop. Write a program to find the factorial of a given number. You want to find the factorial of a given number. What is factorial? If I say 5 factorial, what it means? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So multiplying from one given number to 1 or 1 to given number. Multiplying from given number to 1 or 1 to given number will give the factorial. Now, so what type of operation we are doing here? Multiplication. So when you go with multiplication, take a variable, initialize the value to 1. To initialize the value to 0, something multiplied by 0 is 0 only. So that's the reason for multiplication operations, we have to initialize the value to 1 here. Let us write the code. Eclipse. Right click on project and say new class. Factorial with main method. Now import scanner to accept the user input. Create object of scanner. Connect to keyboard. Now accept a number, go with a message, enter a number, we'll say int n equal to s dot next. What are the number we have accepted? For that we want to find factorial. So take a variable f equal to 1. Now we have to take the loop which starts from given number to 1. So like this, for int I equal to n. So we are starting from given number n until you reach 1. So if you take number as 5, 5 to 1, is it increment or decrement? Decrement, right? It is decrement. So we say I minus minus. Then right here f equal to f into I. F equal to f into I. Now, once the loop is completed, print the value of factorial present in f variable. Now, let me elaborate this code. When we ask here enter a number, we'll say 5, means n is 5 and initial value of f is 1 here. Comes to for loop. I equal to n means I equal to 5. 5 greater than or equal to 1, s. 5 greater than or equal to 1, s. Then comes to statement f equal to f into I. F equal to f into I. What is the value of f initially? 1. And I value is 5. Then the value of f will become 1. Now the control goes to I minus minus. I will become no 4. 4 greater than or equal to 1, s. Again comes to the statement f equal to f into I. What is the value of f? 5. And I value is now 4. The value of f will become 20. Again control goes to I minus minus 3. 3 greater than or equal to 1, s. Again statement f equal to f into I, which is 20. F is 20 and I is 3. The value of f will become 60. Again I minus minus 2. 2 greater than or equal to 1, s. Again f equal to f into I, which is 60 into 2, 120. Again I minus minus 1. 1 greater than or equal to 1, s. Again f equal to f into I, which is 120 into 1, which is 120. Again I minus minus 0. 0 greater than or equal to 1, false, comes out and prints the value factorial f value, which is 120. So when you are having sequences, we make use of for. Let me run this code. It will ask for the number. If you say 5, it is going to display factorial as 120. Here with this code. Now we can write the same code using methods. So to create a method inside the class, let us create a method here. Fact. So just to write the name of the method, and parenthesis, open and close curly brace. This is how the method looks. And what is the advantage of creating methods? We can make the code reusable. I can call this method in some other program also. Now, so what are the logic we have written? Just to take this logic out, and keep it inside the method. Now, in the main method, call this method like this: fact of n, the number for which number you want to find factorial. Call the method fact and pass this number. So here, what is the number we are passing? We call it as argument. So we have to store that argument value in a variable here. So the value n I'm storing into this n, and this n we call it as argument. We call it as argument or parameter. N is called as argument or parameter. Now, so if I take the number 5, we are passing 5 to this variable n. Then after for loop, we get the factorial of that number. Now I want to return the result. I want to give the output back to the method. Then we have to use a keyword return and the variable name f. So return f. So when after calculation, the result whatever you are getting, return f, in our example 120, that 120 will come and store into this method. Whatever the value you are returning, it will come and store into this method. I can store it into some other variable and print over here. Now see the important point. Whatever the value we are returning here, this f is what data type? Integer. This f is what data type? Integer. So before the method name, we have to mention the data type what you are returning. So this mentioning data type whatever you are returning before method name, we call it as return type. We call the concept as what? Return type. So what is the return type of this fact method? What is the return type means? We have to say integer. Now, one more point. We are getting error here. The reason is, since main is a static method, in a static method, if you call any other method directly, that method also should be static. I'll discuss more on static when we come to object oriented. For now, you remember a syntax rule. A static method can access only other static members directly. So in a static method, if you are calling any other methods directly, that method also should be what? Static. So it's a syntax rule. More about this I'll discuss when we come to object oriented. Now see, when we run the program, if I give the number as 6, it's going to display factorial as 7. Clear all of you how to write the code using methods? Any questions? No. Let us go with one more example program. Write a program to display multiplication table for a given number. If you take the number as 5, we want to display the table like this: 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10, like that. 5 into 9 equal to 45, 5 into 10 equal to 50. In this, what is n here? This 5 is your given number. 5 is your given number. And this 1 to 10, it's a sequence. We can manage this sequence using a for loop with variable I. And what is this 5, 10, 45, 50? The product. So what is the formula for product? N into I will give the product to us. Let us write this code. mtable.java. Right click on project engine, new class mtable with main method. Import scanner, java.util.scanner. Create object of scanner. Connect to keyboard. Go with the message. Enter a number. We'll say int n equal to s dot next. So what is the number we have accepted? For this number, we want to display the multiplication table. Now, take a for loop. It starts at 1 until it reaches 10, I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Now find the product. Int p equal to what is the formula? N into I will give product. Now see, while displaying, how to display? First we have to print n value, the given number. Then we have to display the multiplication symbol, then the value of I, then equal to symbol, then the value of p. Let me elaborate. When we ask here, enter a number, we'll say 5. Means n is 5 here. Comes to for loop. I equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 10, s. Then comes to statement p equal to 5 into 1. P equal to what? 5 into 1. So the value of p will become now 5. So how we are printing? First n value, which is 5. Then start symbol we kept in double quotes. So whenever you want to join variable and message, the concatenation symbol is what? Plus symbol. So first it's going to print n value, which is 5, and we kept a start symbol within double quotes, which is going to print as it is, and the joining symbol plus. So the joining symbol between message and variable also same plus symbol. Then the variable I, which is 1. Then equal to symbol we kept in double quotes, which is going to print as it is. Then the value of p, which is 5. Now the control goes to I plus plus. I will become now 2. 2 less than or equal to 10, s. Then p equal to 5 into 2. So what is the value of p now? 10. So we are printing first n value, which is 5. Then start symbol as it is. Then I value 2 equal to p value 10. Like that it continues. 5 into 9 equal to 45. 5 into 10 equal to 50. Then I plus plus 11. 11 less than or equal to 10 false comes out. When we run, last part the number, if you press enter key, It is going to display the table for 5 here. Clear this code, all of you? Any questions? Now, let us write this code using method. So create a method inside the class. I'm creating the method table. Now, just to take the logic and keep it inside the method. What you do in the main method, call the method table and pass your number. So since I'm passing the argument n, let us store here. What are the number you pass, that will come and store into this argument n, and this will take care of printing the table. Now in this example, this table is method is taking only print operation, not returning any value outside. It's not returning any value outside. If the method is not returning any value outside of the method, then we use a keyword void before the method. Void means no return type. Void means what? No return type. And same syntax rule, since main is static, if you call any other method directly inside a static method, this method also should be static. Right? Run the program. If I take the number as 15, it's going to display the table for 15 here. Clear? So practice the programs using methods. So what are the assignments I've given before? Try to solve that solve that programs using methods. In future, even I'll be taking the examples how our method is reusable in some other programs, that also I'll be discussing in next classes. Let us move to the next one, break and continue. Break and continue. Break is used to come out of loop. Break is used for what? To come out of loop. Continue is used to continue the loop. Break is used to come out of loop. Continue is used to continue the loop. Like example, if you take a while loop with some condition and we go with some statements, and we'll use the keyword break and some statements. Whenever the control says break, it is going to come out of loop here. The control will jump from here to here. After curly braces, what are the statements you are having? After the loop, that code will get executed. So whenever we say break, it's going to come out of loop. Now, if you say while condition, we go with the statements. Then we use the keyword continue. Then whenever the control says continue, the control will jump back to the condition. Whenever the control says continue, it will go back to what? Condition. So break will come out of loop, continue will continue the loop here. Now, let us understand these two keywords using the programs. Write a program to accept the numbers from user until the user enters 0. Until user enters 0. And find the sum of these numbers. And find the sum of what? These numbers. So we'll be keep on accepting the numbers from user. And what are the numbers the user is entering? We want to find the sum. Then when user want to stop accepting the numbers, when user want to stop entering the numbers, we have to enter what? 0. To terminate, we have to enter 0. Now, let us go with the program break demo. Right click on project names in new class break framework with main method. Import scanner. Inside the main method, create object of scanner. Write to keyboard. Then go with the variables like the number and sum equal to 0. Now take a loop here while true. When we give the condition as true, this is infinite loop. Infinite loop means the condition never becomes false here. Condition never becomes false, then it won't come out of loop at all. That is infinite loop. So when you go with infinite loop, there should be some way to come out of loop. That some way to come out of loop is break keyword. We use break keyword. Now, inside the loop, go with the message, enter a number. To stop, enter 0. Stop, enter 0. We'll say n equal to s dot next. After accepting number, we have to check whether it is 0 or not. So to check if the given number is 0. So if the given number is 0, we want to come out of loop. How to come out of loop? Using break. Using break, we come out. And if the number is not 0, take that number, add it to sum. Take that number and add it to sum. Now once we come out of loop, into the value present in some variable. Let us elaborate. See here, initially the sum is 0, true, condition true. It will ask for the number. To stop, enter 0. We'll say the number as 5. 5 equal to 0? No. Then it will come to this statement, sum equal to sum plus n. Sum equal to initial value of sum is 0 plus 5. The sum will become 5. Now the control goes to condition again, true. Again it will ask for the number. To stop, enter 0. We'll say now 8. 8 equal to 0? No. Then comes to this statement, sum equal to sum plus n. Take the value of n as 8. Previous sum is 5. 5 plus 8, the sum will become 13. Again the loop repeats. It will ask for the number. To stop, enter 0. We'll say now 6. 6 equal to 0? No. Then comes to this sum equal to sum plus n. Take the new number 6. Add it to previous sum 13. Now the sum will become 19. Again the loop repeats. We'll ask for the number. To stop, enter 0. We'll say now this time 0. 0 equal to 0, s. 0 equal to 0, s. Then sys break comes out and prints the value of sum as what here? 19. The value of sum is what? 19. Let me run and show you. We'll take the number as 5, 8, 6. Now this time we'll say 0. Comes out of loop and prints the sum as 19. So whenever you want to come out of loop, make use of which keyword? Break keyword. Clear all of you? Any questions? Let us go with the next example. Continue. Write a program to display the following output. We want to display the numbers from 1 to 10 like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want to display the numbers from 1 to 10, but one number is missing. What is that? 5. 5 is missing. So we want to print from 1 to 10 except 5. So when you want to skip something, we go with continue. Right click on project and say new class. Continue demo. Here take a variable n equal to 1. while n less than or equal to 10. Now we have to check if n is 5, because when n is 5 we don't want to print. So check here, if n equal to 5, then we say n plus plus continue. If n is not 5, print it. Dot out dot print the value of n is between the values. Now see here, when we run the code, first n equal to what? 1. 1 less than or equal to 10, yes. Comes to this. Here we have to write again n plus plus. See here, let me elaborate. First n is what? 1. 1 less than or equal to 10, yes. Then 1 equal to 5, no. So it will come and print n value which is 1. N plus plus, n will become now 2. 2 less than or equal to 10, yes. Then 2 equal to 5, no. Then it's going to print n value which is 2. Like that, 3, 4. After 4, n plus plus 5. 5 less than or equal to 10, yes. Then 5 equal to 5, yes. Now it is true. N plus plus, it will become 6. Then continue. Continue will go back to condition. 6 less than or equal to 10, yes. Then 6 equal to 5, no. Then it will go with the remaining print operation like 6, 7, 8, 9. So whenever you want to go back to condition, use the keyword continue. Whenever you want to come out of loop, use the keyword break. Now see, when we run, we get the numbers from 1 to 10 except 5 here. Clear this code, all of you? Any questions? Right? So that's about the basics part. Please practice this if you are totally new to programming. Now let me go with the assignment. To do this as assignment, you are good with the logics. Write a program to display the following output. We want to draw a line. Here, number and factorial. Again, draw the line. Under number will say 1. Factorial of 1 is 1. 2, 2, 3, 6, 4, 24, 5, 120. Again, draw the line. We have to say here sum equal to sum of all these factorials. Right? So when you run the program, this output should come to us directly. Next one. Write a program to display multiplication tables from 1 to 10. We should display first table, second table, like that, 10th table. Write a program to check whether a given number is prime or not. What are prime numbers? The numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself only, like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, like that. So what is the number we give? We have to check whether it is prime or not. Write a program to find sum of prime numbers from 2 to 100. We have to find sum of prime numbers between 2 to 100. Right? So try to write these codes and try to use methods in these programs here. Then you feel comfortable writing the code using methods also. Right? Next class, we go with the new topic. Let us start off with the new topic, arrays. And before we close the class for today, a small note. No class tomorrow. Only for tomorrow, no class. That is 25th of April at 7 a.m. IST. Only for tomorrow, no class. Next class will be on 26th April at 7 a.m. IST. Right? So next class we go with arrays. Thank you all.